Okay, so let's just get into it. Right now, I'm just spraying the baby hairs down so I can get ready to make them thinner. And this process is really simple. You just have to make sure you don't over pluck the baby hairs or you're not going to have any baby hairs to work with. As you can see, I'm plucking it and it's getting thinner. The goal is to have thin baby hairs because I don't know anyone who has thick baby hairs. Baby hairs are supposed to be as thin and natural as possible. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making them thin. Like a few strands is really all you need. Like I'm going to even make them thinner than this. It is time consuming, as you can see. But I know you see it getting thinner though. It's just patience. You need patience to do this. I like my baby hairs to be thin and wispy and just like barely there. Like that's how my baby hairs gotta come, or I'm not gonna like them. For the front, like not the front, but like the middle. The middle is where the baby hairs have to be like the thinnest because like on natural people's hair, or people who naturally have baby hairs, their baby hairs are about their temple, like above their eyebrow. That's where most of the baby hairs usually is. So I like to thin out the middle, especially just so I can have that look like that. But yeah. Do the same thing to the other side. Everything that I do in this video, I do the exact same thing to the other side. So you don't have to worry about like, is it different? No, everything is the exact same thing. And I do that for a reason. And this is the finished look after I'm done thinning out the baby hairs. As you can see, it looks really natural. I did that. I know. So now I'm just getting ready to pluck behind the baby hairs. That's important too. Like, girl, that is key. Like, pluck behind the baby hair as well, because when you lay your baby hairs flat down, you still have the hair behind to worry about. And if that looks thick, if that looks too thick, then it's gonna throw the whole frontal off. The front of a natural person's hair like is usually thinner than the back of your hair and the rest of your hair. So make the front thin. Thinner is better in the front, okay? And I had decided to get some T-pins because my wig had just kept moving. So you won't be struggling like how I was at first. Get some T-pins so that your head doesn't keep moving while you're doing this. You're going to need them. And then I'm just plucking behind the hairline, just plucking to my liking, to where it looks natural to me. I know everyone has a preference, but I do recommend going thinner around the front just to have that natural look. You don't want that just heavy lace front look. Like, you want it to look soft and just flow into the hair. Let the baby hairs just flow. You don't want that, okay, that's a lace front. I could tell that's a lace front. No, so pluck as much as you need to look natural. It doesn't matter if it looks like you're plucking a lot. Now, it does matter. Sometimes some people get carried away. Just really see what you're doing by constantly brushing back the hair and looking, which you will see me do in this video. The next thing I do is I like to part it again. I actually parted it 3 times towards the back. So the baby hairs, and then I parted it again to do another natural plucking of the baby hairs, and then I parted again to do another natural plucking. This just keeps the frontal not bulky. It makes the frontal stay just thin and organized all the way through, like, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's all I'm doing. So this will just keep your frontal looking flat, and it's not looking probably like, it's not looking so thin in the front and then you come to the back and it's just thick. Some frontals do come better pre-plucked than others, so it just depends. But this is just what I like to do anyways. So as you're plucking, you want to make sure that you are constantly moving the tweezers. Don't stay in the same spot or you will have a bald spot. And I've had a bald spot before. I'm not even just saying that because that's what everybody says. I've actually had a bald spot before and I was mad as fuck because I couldn't fix it. So yeah, just keep on moving your tweezers. Like, don't stay in that same area. You can go back over the area after you done tweeze other parts, but don't stay in that same area. So yeah, keep your wig looking good. You paid a lot of money for that lace, sis. And as you can see, like, as I'm plucking, I kind of have like a repetitive motion. Like, I'll pluck a few from that same area, like around the same area, then I'll move up and down depending on which way I'm going. So yeah, pluck like about 3 around the same area and move, 3 around the same area to move, but don't pluck in that same spot though. That's a no-no. And it's like, you see, I'm always pushing the hair back after I pluck. That's just to keep it out my way and I can really see my progress. And now I'm just brushing the hair back, and I do this just so I can see my progress, because you always want to see what you're doing to avoid over plucking. So yeah, just brush it back, see what you've done, see where you got to do some more, and then just keep going from there. And then I'm just doing the same thing to the other side of the part, because if every time I pluck, I like to do one side of the part and then the other side of the part, just to make sure everything is even, and so everything is just equally thin. You feel me? So yeah, take your time with this. Don't over pluck at all. Really monitor your progress. After all this time with me plucking, I know you guys can see how the part is looking more natural. That's what you want to see. After a while, you'll be able to see with your own eyes, oh yeah, this is looking more natural. So once you see that result, that lets you know, okay, you're about good. So pay attention to that too. This is how much the part has opened up so far with me plucking. It looks natural. Like if I was just to part the hair anywhere, it looks natural all throughout the wig. So that's the goal I was going for. That's the goal that y'all should be trying to do too, is have a natural look. Frontals need to be natural. It's about to be 2020. Frontals cannot be bulky anymore. We left that alone. Okay? So now I'm just parting off the last section that I will be plucking and doing the exact same thing. I don't feel like I have to explain it. You guys already seen what I've been doing. Just do that to the next section. Now, like when you pay attention to the details, you can just see I'm just grabbing and plucking, and you could see the spot that I was doing get thinner as I do it. So that just lets you know that one little pluck in the area will make a difference. So don't go too crazy thinking, oh, it needs to be better, it needs to be thin. No, you probably did enough, so just keep moving. I like showing up close, like the things I'm really doing, because I feel like when it comes to doing hair, you need an up close view so you can really see what's going on. So just take in what I'm doing, see exactly how I'm doing it, and apply that to when you're doing your wig. And this is the result after that one section. This is scalp. This ain't even lace no more. And this is how this side looks. It looks so good to me. Look at how I can run my fingers through it and you can still see scalp. That's how you know that, okay, your lace is a good density. Not too thick, not too thin. It's just right. Yeah, I like that look. How you can just run your fingers through it and you see lace. But yeah. And then same thing to the other side. But that's pretty much, you already know what's the deal. I already showed you. So just me doing the exact same thing I did to the other side for the same exact result. If you have long nails like me, that shouldn't really stop you from doing the plucking, because I didn't have any problems with it. For anybody who was wondering, you can still do it perfectly fine. And this is the finished result. Everything is looking good. The hairline is looking on point. What? Scalpiana sis? Okay. And I did get better with practice. I wasn't even as good at first. So if you're new, you'll get better. This is all the hair that came from me plucking. Don't forget to like, comment anything below, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.